Alright, hi there everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Caitie. I'm an artist, I have an art business, and I do stuff and things. Subscribe if you want to be cool, because it's cool. That's my catchphrase. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to include some tips to be successful in your endeavors. I want everybody to genuinely love the job that they're doing. So that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I am gonna make some more videos about this later. So, subscribe to keep updated with that so you don't miss anything. I felt unrecognized for my efforts. I would work really hard, and it made me feel unfulfilled working retail, because you're just so replaceable. Like anyone could do it. Granted, I did a really good job, and the other people are not gonna do as good of a job as me probably, but it's okay. The retail jobs and everything that I'm talking about that I did was I worked at Whole Foods for a year, Home Depot for almost about a year, and other jobs I've had, they were, Jimmy John's. I worked at News America Marketing, and this other place called 31LC. I also did some DoorDash. I've had more jobs than that, but some of them were pyramid schemes, some of them sucked, and in general, I got some good out of it, and I could see why I ended up having those jobs in life. So I did attempt to start my business in 2018 originally, and that ended up not working out too great at all. I was doing DoorDash as well. DoorDash sucked. That's a whole thing. All these jobs, I could tell you so many stories. Another video about all these jobs. So my attempt wasn't very good because I didn't really know what I was doing. I made a schedule. I was trying to do the 9-to-5 thing, and I was doing really well at it. But really all I would do was, get up, get ready, get on the computer. I would try to do some live streams. I didn't really know how Patreon worked, so I was trying to figure out Patreon and set that up. And then I was doing prints. I was focusing on making prints, just starting out, and I don't advise doing that. That was silly and stupid. And I sold some of the prints when I finished it, but these prints were not quick prints that I could just whip up. They took a long time, and it just, in the end, it was silly. But that was really all I was doing with it. I was doing some commissions, but those weren't steadily coming in, and I wasn't really believing in myself. It was just a mess. I didn't know what I was doing. So after all that, I got to a point where I was just mostly doing DoorDash, and I wasn't even really doing my art or anything at a certain point, because I was just trying to make money. Ended up applying for a bunch of jobs because that just felt like the path of least resistance for me. So that brings me to the law of attraction. I'm gonna just do a brief little summary. I have to make a whole other video about this, and I will. So stay tuned for that, but you can also look it up and stuff. So the law of attraction is essentially just, what you think will come back to you. I wasn't being very confident. I wasn't believing in myself. I wanted to do it. I wanted it really bad, but I didn't believe that I could. So I kept getting results reflecting that thought process. Around this time, I started really listening to all the Abraham Hicks seminars. I ended up getting 2 jobs, and then I was trying to do them for a few weeks and then decide which one I wanted, because one of them paid more, but the other one sounded more fun, and that was working at Whole Foods and then working at News America Marketing. What ended up happening with that is I ended up keeping both jobs and just working both jobs for months and months and months, and it was a horrible time. And that's why I was really going in hard on those nightly seminar videos. That really helped me because I felt so drained. I had no time, and I was making a good amount of money, but I didn't have time to spend the money, which sounds like a stupid problem, but I was working literally all the time. So I immediately would go to bed when I got home, And then when I woke up immediately, like 6 a.m. or whatever, I would have to get up and do the News America marketing stuff, and there'd be boxes and boxes, and it was just really overwhelming, and I had to do all the boxes, and then there was always something that I missed or something, and then I would be like driving up to see my boyfriend, and my boss would text me and be like, hey, you need to do this stuff immediately. And so then I'd have to come back, get the stupid tablet, and it was just a whole thing. So then, yeah, I ended up quitting that job, and then I ended up staying at Whole Foods for a good while after that. Shortly after I quit News America Marketing, I started feeling like I thought that would make me happier, and I would have more time, and I would genuinely enjoy doing my job more and just living life more, but that wasn't the case. So I was looking for jobs again. I started job searching a year later. I was months and months of casually like applying to places and searching for places, but not saying anything, not trying too hard, just casually, because I wasn't really sure what I was going to be doing. And then I started journaling, following this other book. It had prompts, like another law of attraction thing, I think, but there were prompts, and I was writing, and I just kept finding a pattern of me being upset, like, because I just wasn't finding fulfillment in that job. And I did like it. I could zone out and, do the job, and it was the time, and I would have good days. And, I really loved my coworkers. That was a big reason I didn't want to leave, because I genuinely made friends working there. And even still, I still love them. They're great. We talk on Facebook. I was meeting up with some of them, but then COVID happened, and now we can't go to bars and stuff, because that's what we were doing, and it was a good time. Soon, when we can, we will. The reason I was applying for jobs, though, and not just quitting and working for myself, is because my thought process when I got these jobs was that I was gonna, work both of them, like I said, and then pick one, and then it was part-time. It wasn't full-time then once I quit the one job. So I thought the other part of the time I can just work on my business part-time, and then eventually I will have a business, and it'll be great, and it'll be ready, and it'll be a responsible thing to leave my job for it. But I didn't have time for that. I didn't do it. Every time I came home from work, I was just so emotionally drained. I would just go to bed. I'm a human being, and I take care of myself. So there was still no time. I just didn't have motivation. I could have made time, but me as a person, that didn't work out for me very well. So if you want to, you could do that. You could work a part-time job, and then the other part of the time work on your art and your business. I wasn't thinking about the now. I wasn't thinking like right now what I want to do is this. I was thinking like years from now, what do I want to be doing? And I envisioned it. I wrote it down, and it was what I'm doing now. And the law of attraction brought it to me in the way of having like 1 million interviews suddenly in like September or something. So a year ago today, and I went to them all, and I ended up getting 3 job offers. 3. And it made me feel like a really cool person. Felt like I was great. Though, granted, these jobs I feel would probably take anybody, but maybe not. I don't know. You probably have to be a motivated person and nice, because they have to work with you, but I don't know. Anywho, I got 3 offers, all of which were marketing things, and they, I believe, are a scam, but it's okay. But this one, you go into stores, and those people that are like with AT&T or whatever, and they set up those tables, and then they like stand there, and when you walk by, they harass you, and they're just like, hey, what's your phone company? What do you got? You got AT&T? No? Okay, let me tell you about AT&T. I got a deal for you today. I got it. But I ended up declining it and that other job. The one I ended up taking, which was kind of the same, but not really. It was a product instead of AT&T. But I had to go into Walmart and set up a table, and then, I get people to gather on my table, and then I do a product demo, and I tell them all about it, and I had to memorize a script, and it was a whole thing, and it was all stupid. Bad job, because I thought it would be fun. And it was fun at first, kind of, and then it got not fun, and then I started realizing that I wasn't making any money. I worked there for like a month, and I made like $200. And for that to kind of make sense, you'd have to, I have to go into detail more about that, but another video, another time, another video. If you want that, comment that you want it, and I will make it a priority. My hair is falling down. It just fell down. We're just gonna take the hair down now. See the butterfly? Maybe this looks nicer. Maybe I should have started the video with my hair down. Saying that was the law of attraction in disguise, okay? Because on the surface, that sounds horrible, and like I shouldn't have left my good, solid job making good money at Whole Foods for that. Even, like, I was about to get a raise at Whole Foods when I quit to go to that job, too. And whatever, that sounds bad. But secretly, it was good, because since I went a whole month and made like $200 doing that crappy job that I thought was going to be great, that gave me the confidence to then quit the crappy job and just do my own business, because I'd be making the same amount of money. And I went there and I was like a sponge, and I soaked up all the information that these scammer marketer people wanted to give me, and I wrote it down, and I just soaked it up, and then I applied it to my own business. And I can make a whole nother video with the business things. That's my series that I'm gonna have about businesses, and I will do that. I'll tell you the sponge things that I learned from being a sponge at that place. I did it, and somehow here I am, like a year later. Well, I quit at the end of October, so I'm not exactly a year into that, but it's, yeah. And it's going great. Everything worked out great. It would be better if conventions weren't all canceled and I could go and sell there, but it's okay. I did get to do one convention in March, the beginning of March, and that was a great experience. It's one of my dreams. In these trying times, you may be wondering how I am even doing, what do you do? How do you sell your things if you can't go to a convention to sell your things, or art fairs and stuff? I'll tell you, and the answer is simple. The answer is Etsy.com, okay, and Patreon. Etsy is great though, because it's a search engine, and as soon as you figure it out, then it works really well in your favor. I can make a video about that too, because I watched countless videos, and I could just summarize all the good stuff that I learned for you guys right here, so you don't have to watch all the million videos that I watched and articles that I read. It was a lot. It's a lot of articles, a lot of things. eBay might also be a good idea. I haven't done that yet. I could probably start doing that. And then Amazon, KDP, if you want to make some coloring books and other things. You are at a point now where you're like, okay, I believe in myself. I can do this. And then you want to just dive into it. I got some tips for you. The biggest tip is, even you're gonna have some days where you don't believe in yourself, and you might start getting worried that you made the wrong decision, and you get some anxiety. Immediately when that happens, shut it down. Just stop thinking. Stop thinking. Go do something else, because the negativity is just gonna bring you down more. There's no circumstance where you're gonna think yourself into a better place. So you just need to stop thinking. You need to go meditate, or like go see a movie. Go do something, and then revisit that with some positivity later. You just need to believe, and you need to write down what you want in life. You need to envision it, and you need to go for it. Just be positive is my main tip. Another big one is to stay organized. I bought a planner, a productivity planner, like every day of the week, and in columns, so I can write what I'm gonna do this day, each day, and then on the side it has what I want to accomplish like that week. It's a to-do list, so then I put all the things I want to accomplish that week there, and then there are prompts that help motivate me in it, and all kinds of things. but that also works for bullet journaling. You can do some bullet journaling. If you look up bullet journaling, there is a company, the Bullet Journal Company, and they have videos where they tell you all about it. I will link that somewhere, and I think it's really great. It's essentially what I was doing in my planner, but cheaper because you can do it in any book. And really the main thing is, you designate symbols for different things, and it's the same thing. You write like to-do lists, you can track your progress and things, you can write in it. It's all super flexible. Also come up with a schedule. Currently, I do not have a schedule because I suck, and I got off the schedule. And once you get off the schedule, it's kind of hard to get back on the schedule. It doesn't have to be a 9 to 5. You don't even have to work 8 hours a day if you don't want to. You can work however long. You just have to set aside the time. From my many things of learning, I have learned the 90-minute increment thing, and then half-hour break is the best. Because the thing is, if you're going to sit down to do something, you get into the zone, and then as soon as you're like, oh, I'm really into the zone, but I need to take a break now, you leave and you come back, you're going to take a long time to get back into the zone that you were in. So it's a waste of time. So you have to do the 90-minute increments because it's just enough time to do things. And then that helps you be responsible because you're not going to spend all day like I am right now on a print when you should be doing some other stuff, because you're going to work on a thing for 90 minutes and then be like, okay, the 90 minutes is over. Let's work on something else now for 90 minutes. And it's just a good idea. That's just a good time. I also like to listen to podcasts, and I like to learn things with Skillshare. No, I am not sponsored by Skillshare. There's not going to be a Skillshare commercial, at least not right now, but soon, maybe. Hey Skillshare, what's up? Oh, and videos. I've watched 1 million videos about making a business. I've watched a bunch of artists. I've watched things to improve my art. I compare channels all the time. I'm constantly looking for ways to improve myself. The podcasts I like to listen to are usually like female empowering podcasts, such as Girl Boss, and it's Sophia Amoruso with a bunch of other girls who are bosses talking, and they're talking about their success and like where they came from, and a lot of them just were like me. They did not even remotely have a business. Some of them were working at Walmart or whatever, and then suddenly now they have a multi-million-dollar company. And it's just really interesting hearing their stories and how they got to those places. Anastasia Beverly Hills was on one of the episodes, and that was pretty cool. I listen to this YouTube podcast as well. Podcasts are just good. I listen to them on Spotify. A big thing you should start focusing on is passive income. I've heard this like left and right all the time. Passive income. So, for example, on KDP you can make a coloring book. Okay, you don't have to produce that coloring book and mail it out to each person that orders it. Amazon does that. You just design the coloring book, format it properly, send it off to them, and then they give you money when you make sales, but you don't have to prepare it at all. So this is passive income. Redbubble is also a source of passive income, but they don't give you much income for the things. I get sales on Redbubble all the time, but they're like 20 cents is what I make off of the thing. It's silly. But also things like Threadless too. Those things are awesome. Networking and meetups and stuff like that is very important. You want to be talking about your business as much as possible. So it's not like you're being rude talking about your business to people. You get a time to connect with someone and maybe make a friend who is also doing business stuff. Or, I don't know, just in general too. Like at parties, I always bring my business cards. Always bring them. Social media is another way of networking as well. So make sure you're interacting with people on there, such as commenting on people's YouTube videos, having conversations on their YouTube videos, having conversations and commenting on Instagram posts. Twitter is a very big thing to interact with. That's a way that you can network while all the COVID stuff is going down. So that's good. Otherwise, I'm part of a group where I go to seminars and hear people talking. And then there's also this app called Meetup where it's local meetups, and they're in categories, so you can find things like if you want to do yoga or whatever. There's a lot of entrepreneur meetups where just a bunch of them gather, and some of them talk, and some do things, and some of them have a seminar, and you exchange business cards, and it's really great. Another thing is exercising, because for me, if I don't exercise for a long time, I start feeling really crappy about myself, which brings my vibration down, brings my mood down, and makes me less likely to get things done. So if you're working out, that means you're feeling good, you're getting some serotonin and stuff, you're having a good time, and it's good. It's good to be healthy, and eating healthy too is also good, because just, you want to feel good, it'll help your business. If you are a digital artist, such as I am, you're going to want to get different glasses. I have 2 pairs of glasses. This is my fashion wear glasses for looking good. I also have contacts, but I'm lazy. But you're going to want to get some glasses that have a blue light filter. That is normally pretty expensive, but I like to get my glasses on iBuyDirect.com. I will also link that, I guess. They have pretty cheap glasses, and they're not cheaply made. They're very well made, and they have great customer service. And no, they're not sponsoring me either, but they could. I have gotten them a lot of sales. They don't know this, but I have. If you have like bifocals, those are expensive on there. Normal glasses are cheap and great, and it's like $10 or something to add the blue light filter extra, and that really helps because I get really bad migraines when I wear these glasses all day while I'm doing digital work. So those glasses help a lot, because the migraines make me, I'm done for the day, basically, when I have a migraine, which is frequently. But those glasses really do help. Turn the blue lights off. Hurts your eyes. Be consistent. I'm sure you've heard this left and right. You know, consistently talking to people on social media, consistently networking is going to get you a lot of friends and traffic. That's my main source of traffic. Consistently posting to YouTube is a thing that you should do. Consistently posting to Instagram, so people know you're there and you're relevant. And this is mostly the algorithms. If you're not posting, they don't care about you. Same with Etsy. You gotta keep posting. You gotta refresh your posts every once in a while, or they think that you're just not there, and then they stop showing people your products, and it's stupid. I like to have a clean environment. It makes me feel better mentally. And most importantly, it's to ask for help. Even though it's really hard, I know it's really hard, but the people want to help you. People will support you, and they believe in you. There's always someone that believes in you and someone willing to help you. Like, if you guys reach out to me and ask for help on how to do something, I'm more than happy to answer your questions and get back to you and help you out. Asking for help is always an important thing to do, and there's no shame in it. Because the worst that can happen is that they say no, and you move on, and it's fine. Another thing that really helped me is you can get a consultant for free with your government. Through your government. It's the SBDC. Just type in SBDC. They'll help you out. They'll hook you up. You get a free consultant, and they will give you free SEO reports and stuff and advice, and it was really helpful. And then also you can get a mentor as well for free. I have both. I have a consultant and a mentor. The mentor is through a website called Score. I can put a link down there too for that. But they have really good advice for you, and it's super helpful, and you should do that. And I didn't hear about that from anywhere on my search on the internet. I had to find that all on my own, going on the government website, because I was confused on how to get an LLC, an EIN number. I can make a video about that too, because that was stupid. And it's still stupid. Don't go to the websites that make you pay like $200, because it does not cost $200 to get an LLC or EIN number. It cost me $50 for both. My consultant helped me with that. Thank you, Rita. And then another thing I heard so many times is to niche down. I still have a problem with this, and I need to do some niche things, but I don't know. So if someone's looking for something very specific, they'll find you instead of posting like speed paint videos like I've been doing on my other channel. Everybody's making speed paint videos. There's 1 million bajillion speed paints, or like vlogs. If I just tag this as vlog, there's 1 million vlogs out there. Mine's gonna get buried. My video's gonna get buried. My products will get buried. You want to do something specific. Like, if you're making an engagement ring, tag it as engagement ring. If it's a yellow engagement ring, type yellow engagement ring. You want to try to get in the head of the person that is searching for your stuff. A guy on YouTube that blew up, I like his videos too, where he just makes sausages. Why didn't I think of that? I don't make sausages, but you know, there's not people just making sausages all over YouTube usually. Like, he's just making sausages, and he's really cool. He made like a peanut butter and jelly one, and I like him. He's a fun guy. He doesn't know me, but hi, if you're watching this, I like your videos. And it's inspirational. You gotta figure out your thing. Don't forget, the main important thing, the most important, is just to believe in yourself. If you feel that I skimmed over something, please let me know in the comments or somewhere. Let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna make a series, so I will elaborate on things much more, and it'll be a good time. But I do have a question for you guys. Have you already started your business? What is your business if you have? And if you have not started a business, are you thinking about starting one? What are you thinking about doing? Do you have a niche? What's your niche gonna be? Let me know these things in the comments below, and I will reply to you. Whatever you're doing, I wanna hear about it, and I wanna support you, because we're friends now. If you watch my videos, you know that we are friends. You and I are friends. If this is your first time, we are friends. It's fine. We are friends now. I apologize if this video is really long. I hope you enjoyed your time with me here and you got some information that you didn't already know out of it. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, because that's what you say and what you do. The thumbs up button is a good button to press. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel, don't forget, and my other channel for more good videos like this, and my other channel for good art videos that I make all the time. I post there twice a week. I post here once a week. This channel, I post every Thursday or Friday. Sometimes I need another day. And then the other channel, I post every Tuesday and every Thursday. And those are good videos. And they're only gonna get better. This channel too is only gonna get better. I'm gonna have some cool intros, cool outros. I'm gonna have animations and stuff. I pay for the Adobe things. I just need to learn how to do them. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you. I will see you next week. It was nice talking to you and meeting you.